Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Snow White and the Seven Does. I'm so excited to be here with you guys again for another episode. This is season 2, episode 11. I truly appreciate everybody who supports me, listens to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You mean the world to me. And yeah, I hope that we can grow, learn, evolve together. I basically had a stressful week. I don't know, I guess I get a little bit kind of hard on myself when I have anything other than ideal emotions because I'm preaching like you create your reality and everything. And but what I kind of realized was that my bad emotions only come when I'm having self-deprecating thoughts. Like even if they're minuscule, where it doesn't seem big in the moment, it kind of festers in something big and snowballs into something big, whether that's like body image, like acne or facial issues, or just like thoughts in my head, kind of like just sometimes people might tell you things too. Like you might have an interaction with someone that might be like less than ideal, and it's nothing that you did wrong, but just like something that they said kind of like stuck with you, and that like can also have an effect on your thoughts and stuff. Sometimes things are out of your control, like how other people treat you are out of your control, but how you treat other people, that is 150% in your control, and how you react and how you respond and how you deal with what happened is in your control. So yeah, I had kind of a stressful week because after I posted my last episode, I guess like I kind of just got a little bit anxious of like, I don't know, I am getting a little bit more attention. I'm starting to have people tell me, oh, I listened to your podcast or things like that. And oh my god, like, that's low-key my worst fear. I know that like that's my goal is to have it grow, but for some reason, like when I know the person, like it just makes my like it just almost makes me sick. Like or it did, like it was making me like feel like shit. They know so much about me. They know way too much, and I like being mysterious. I tried. But I'm just not. Like I'm an open book, and that's something that I kind of have to be okay with, like sharing my stories. And I understand like the purpose of me sharing my stories. Like this podcast really does make me feel good about like I guess service. Like I really feel like it's important to give back, and I guess this is my way of giving back is just like teaching through lessons that I've learned. And I don't know, just sharing my experiences. It does make me feel good, and I feel like as long as it makes me feel good, then I should continue doing it. But I was just kind of second guessing myself for a second. Like maybe I do want to just take a break, or I don't know, run and hide under a rock. But that's not who I am. That's not what I want to be. I want to be someone that's like at the end of the day, like I mean, powerful is kind of a weird word, but it's kind of I guess the goal. Like just like I don't know how to put this. My tarot cards have just been like crazy giving me like every time I use my tarot cards, it's just power. Like the only card that will fly out is power. I'll put it back in power. And the power card on one of my decks, it's like it literally says power, and it's like half a man face and then half a lion face. And I feel like with me, I'm a Leo, and you can take astrology like woo hoo hoo whatever. And it is like woof 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 whatever, but like something about Leos is that they are super. They're meant like they're known to be more like star aspects, like the light shining on them. They like to be on the stage. They're super confident, and their symbol is like the lion, and that does resonate with me in a couple different ways. Like I've always kind of wanted like not attention, but I do like being the center of attention. I grew up like the youngest child and like the only girl, and I used to love like singing and dancing and like being on stage, and I grew up cheering, which was like my stage, I guess. Like I loved that stage. You'd like have like super crazy adrenaline rushes, and like you would be on like a light lit stage with like a team, so it wasn't just you two, and like you got to perform, put on a show essentially, and I really loved that. Like cheer was like my shit, still is my shit, but I tried to do a standing full and like nearly broke my knee, and I'm pretty sure I tore something, but I'm like way too scared to go to the doctor and have them tell me that you tore something, because I'm able to walk and that's all that matters. I'm able to do yoga, that's all that matters. I don't care if it's torn, I don't want to have a surgery, I don't want to be out, I'm good. Thank you. Because, like, literally two options in that. You tell me that I tore something, and then I have to have surgery and whatever, or you tell me that I'm just a baby, and then I just paid, like, thousands of dollars for an MRI for nothing. So, both lose-lose. I think I'm good right now, even though it really kind of hurts. I don't know. It was so big after Electric Forest. My knee was massive. I'm just not. That's not my priority currently. That's not my priority. When people trigger me, things bother me. I tend to like escape, like in books or in my work or in art. I've been really into drawing recently. I like to be productive. Like if I'm not productive, if I'm not growing, if I'm not evolving, I will have self-deprecating thoughts. I don't know why. I'm like, you stupid piece of shit. Get your ass up. Do something that's actually worth some value. Like, give back. Like, be something that matters, dude. Like, do something. Like, that's why I can't watch TV. I'm like, you're a stupid piece of shit. Like, if I sit there and do nothing, like just watch and consume, it comes back to the seven does. I haven't talked about the seven does in a while. And also, like, I don't know, but me not being in Hawaii, like me not being near an ocean is kind of getting to me. Like I lived in I'm from Florida, grew up on the ocean, literally house on the water, love the ocean. And then I lived in California for the past 4 years, like 100 feet from the ocean, literally. Like all I had to do was walk and I'd be right there. Like 1 minute later, literally 1 minute later. And yeah, it's really bugging me because my plan was to be in Hawaii right now, but like I can't because my cat, and he can't come with me, and I can't just leave my cat behind because I love him to death and he's my son and my baby, and nobody cares for him like I care for him. And it's okay to be here and not be there and have to wait because I see Hawaii as like the long term, but it's kind of bugging me that I'm not like experiencing new things. And I'm in a small town right now, and there's nothing wrong with that, but there's just like not that much to do. Like nothing really happens here, so it's like the same day over and over. And not really, because things change, I do different things all the time, and like I can go to the cities, I can go see people and whatever, but it's just like, oh my god, it makes my soul low-key scream sometimes. And low-key that's what like has been happening, is they just like feel like screaming. So I do. And I've been super short-tempered recently. Like literally just like this past week. There's a full moon today, and full moons are supposed to like bring out emotions. It's for releasing, letting go. And I feel like that's really necessary for me right now. Like letting go of limiting beliefs, letting go of self-deprecating thoughts, letting go of anything that isn't serving me. It's really important, like even if it's not a full moon, just to like take time for yourself to kind of jot down like what have I been doing recently that isn't serving me, and like release those things, and then just be like aware of it. So like if it ever does pop up for a second, you're like, oh wait, no, I'm releasing those things. I'm whatever. Fucking over it, honestly. My notes are so funny. This has nothing to do with what I was talking about, but just listen to this note. This is a song I wrote. Snakes in the grass, so I walk the streets. I've been high for a while now. Goofy ass bottom feeders from the bay, watching every move I make like I'm your bae. I eat you up and spit you up. And spit you out every damn day. My pinky has more depth than you. Now I'm here. I'm out here with a fatty tiny waist, making her maddie cause she wish she had you. Smoking bitches, it's a hobby. Someone pissed me off. No, literally only bums are from the bay. Only bums. I'm kidding. I'm lying. There's some good people from the bay. I've never met one. I've never met one. The kitty so litty, I'll make a flame. What? Bro, if you're not willing to like fucking rap battle me, then we're not meant. We're not meant for each other. If we can't like put on a beat and like fucking spit something out, nah. You need to find someone else because you're boring. Here they are. I found the 7 does. Number 1, creation. Number 2, consumption. Number 3, love and sex. Number 4, career. Number 5, family and community. Number 6, weed and narcotics. Wait, what? Number 7, life action. I love that. Did I really put weed and narcotics? Did that change? That must have changed. Like some, like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. The fact, because these are kind of my, like, things that I think are necessary in life to evolve. Weed and narcotics. I'm really giggly today. I don't really know why. I promise I'm not high. Although I really, like, this week, all I've wanted is a fat fucking blunt. That's all I've wanted. Just a fat blunt. Just like either one of those, honestly, one of those cookie things. Like, you know, cookies release, like, wraps, papers, not papers. They're, like, meant to be, like, Dutches, but better. And they are better. And they just taste sweeter and they don't have tobacco in them. Or nicotine and tobacco. I don't even know what the fuck is in a Dutch. All I want is a Berry Fusion Dutch. Razor blade that shit open. Take out the inner stuff and pack it fat, bro. Pack it fat. Like 3 grams, 4 grams in that blunt. Maybe add a little rosin in the middle, like liquid rosin. Roll that shit up to the face. Like, that's all I want. I feel like I must have changed the weed and narcotic, but I guess not. I agree with that. Like, honestly, I had like a little microdosing shroom trip this week, and I like went to every once in a while. It's like a sweet treat. Sometimes I give way too little of a fuck, and I almost like wish like I could give a little bit more of a fuck, because I love it. I love the freedom. I love who I am. I love the free spirit. But we gotta be grounded sometimes. I'm gonna get new tattoos soon for my birthday, and I'm gonna get new tattoos, and I'm really excited. I'm gonna be so tatted when I'm older, though, and I'm like, I never really intended on getting a tattoo. My first tattoo is all of my tattoos have been so impulsive. I have 14 tattoos, and the hardest one I thought on was probably my hand tats. None of them I thought on. All of them were like, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I got like one tattoo super impulsively. It was like with a bunch of roommates in college. We were like all decided to get tattoos that day. Second tattoo, same exact circumstance. Then I got 3 at once. I didn't really think about them, but I was really sad and didn't leave my bed for a little bit. And then I was like, tattoo. And then that's what happened with the next 3 too. I was like, I literally was, don't want to talk about it. Slept through an entire day. Literally slept. I went to Rolling Loud, then went home and slept through an entire day. Literally missed it. Woke up at, like, I was like, happy Thursday. They were like, it's Friday. And then I was like, whatever, tattoo. 3 actually, because I don't know. I've gotten so much more grounded recently though. I'm way more chilled out. I used to have a death wish. I think I used to get all these tattoos and whatever else. I didn't want to live, and I was like, whatever, I'm gonna die within the next 5 years anyways. Now I want to live and deal with my repercussions of that phase. Funny. This is my second time already recording this episode, because the first time was nonsense. Pure fuckery. You guys didn't need to know that. And now I'm starting to think you guys don't need to know this either. I just want to go camping, like really bad. I just want to go into the woods. That's kind of my vibe recently. I just want to be one with nature. Fuck the material objects. None of them bring you joy. Money doesn't bring you joy. It's all temporary. Just fucking spend it. I'm kidding. Don't. But I want to be in Hawaii, and that's pissing me off. It's really pissing me off. But I'm supposed to be here for some fucking reason, I guess. Kids teach me things. Like, every day these kids teach me things. A 10-year-old said, a 10-year-old took my yoga class, and she, like, started crying because I made her, like, I always, if it's the first time I'm taking my class, I make them write their goals, right? And I had to just write, like, one goal down. I was like, it can be as nearsighted or as farsighted as you want. Nothing, like, it could be big or small. And I tell her my goal. She started crying, and I felt so bad. And I was like, do you just want to go for a walk? And we can just, like, talk. And we were walking, and she says, I just haven't found my happy place yet, and I, like, miss my parents. And I was like, so fucking relatable. When I used to live in San Diego and I have bad days, I was just like, I want my mom. And my mom has, like, I mean, she'll, like, love me and comfort me when I need her, but she's never really been, like, the super empathetic type. Like, she's more like, what's wrong with you? Like, literally pull yourself together. But literally, I'll just start crying. My mom, like, just kind of knows now. She's like, dude, come on. I'm just like, mommy. And she's like, literally, leave me alone. I'm, mommy. But I get that. Like, and I don't know. I guess, like, I kind of forgot that we're all just, like, grown-up kids. Kind of when you just grow up, you kind of just learn, like, coping mechanisms, how to deal with things. And that's my coping mechanism, is escapism into music, into work, into books, into art, whatever it may be, whatever my hyperfixation is at that time. Right now it's books and drawing. And I'm not a TV person because the thoughts, like, what the fuck? TV is not it, if I'm being completely honest. The thoughts. Like, the only TV I'll watch is anime if it's in Japanese and I have to read the subtitles. Because the thoughts, bro. The thoughts aren't that bad though. The thoughts are super tame these days because I'm not, like, trying to kill myself. Period. Growth, evolution. There we go. Good job. This is my pet peeve, I think, is when you're physically aware of your issues. Depression, anxiety, I'm traumatized. Fucking deal with it then. You know what I mean? We're adults. Fucking deal with it. Like, I'm fucking sick of it. You're acting like a wiener hole and it's pissing me off. Like, it's just pissing me off. Don't project your fucking insecurities on me. Don't project your fucking issues on me. That's your fucking issue. That's your issue. If you want to come to me and, hey, this is what I'm going through, but, like, in a way where you're seeking help and you want to grow and evolve, cool. If you just want to come to me and, like, complain, I'm not here for it. Or if you just want to come to me and, like, sulk and you're, poor me. Like, you're an adult. No one feels bad for you. Deal with that shit. Seriously. My energy is a fucking privilege. Like, don't come to me and give me your bad energy, your bad vibes, bro. Have some fucking awareness, maybe. Stop being so goddamn ignorant. Leave me alone. Stay the fuck away from me if I'm being completely honest. Go, like, find someone else. I'm not the friend for that. I've gone through way too much shit, had way too many people, like, put their fucking issues on me, or project their shit on me, or just, just make me feel like shit because of what they're going through. You know what I mean? Like, just, like, be a complete cock because of what they're going through. I'm over it. I have no patience for it. This, like, none. Literally none. It just makes me want to punch you in the face. And I'm just gonna stand there and kind of stare into your soul. And then when you're fucking done, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go read. Because, like, honestly, like, your energy, like, it affects me. And you know that. Like, literally, when someone does that to you, it affects you, bro. Like, deal with your fucking shit. Go talk to your demons. Make a tea party with your demons. I've talked about this. Listen to my goddamn podcast. I have one friend who's just, like, all the way on the pedestal. Put her on the fucking mountain. I love her to death. Like, she supports me so much. She's the only person that ever, like, posts my shit and, like, reposts my shit and, like, just, like, she cheers me on from thousands of miles away. We used to live in San Diego together, but even when we lived in San Diego, we'd see each other, like, honestly, sometimes only once a month, if that sometimes. Like, but she was always my best friend, but she was just the best one. You know what I mean? Like, she'd go above and beyond. And from 1,000 miles away, we barely talk. We barely fucking talk. But when we do, it's good. Like, it's quality. And that's all I need. I need low maintenance, high effort. I don't need to talk to you every fucking day. I don't. But I need effort. I need you to give me some oomph. I need you to give me some fucking value, or else I'm going to take my energy and move it somewhere else, because towards me or something else, like, you're just bugging me, period. I don't care how deep the relationship is. I don't give a fuck. People come, they go. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to just touch on this and then move on. I don't even talk to my own dad, bro. Like, do you really think I give a fuck about you? Honestly. Honestly, unless you're truly adding value to my life, and when all you do is fucking complain and talk to me about fucking bullshit, fix your fucking issues, bro. Friendship and romantic relationships, like, they're just as equally as important to me. Like, if you want to be my friend, you gotta show me, you gotta meet my bar, bro. You gotta meet my fucking standards. I've met way too many people where I thought that they were cool. I wanted to be their friend, or I gave them whatever and I was their friend, They just did me so dirty, stole from me, lied to me, cheated me on whatever, fucking fucked my ex. Take them, bro. If you're self-aware and then you don't put action into like working towards yourself, you just hate yourself. Like, to be real, I'm just gonna be blunt. You just fucking hate yourself. Like, learn how to love yourself. That's such an ick. Like, that's such an ick when someone hates themselves. I'll do my best to like lead you to the light, but no one can. You gotta help yourself, bro. No one's gonna do it for you. No one's gonna take the action work for you. And if you just expect someone to, or if you just like think that like someone is gonna be your Jesus, just honestly feed into that delusion. Don't make it my fucking problem. Not everyone deserves your energy, guys. Not everyone deserves your time, your energy. That shit's precious. That shit's a fucking privilege. And not everyone even deserves the label as friend. Sometimes I have crushes on boys, and then I have to remind myself, oh, like, I don't know, I'm such a lover girl. I want to do the most all the time, but then I have to stop myself because I'm like, well, what have they done for you? Nothing. That's right. Okay, back to the drawing board. Back to putting the energy and love back into myself, because I'm not gonna waste even my thoughts on you if you're not literally kissing the ground that I walk on. I'm obsessed with people that are obsessed with me. I love that shit. When you're obsessed with me and when you see me as like a high value person, but I'm not gonna try to make you see who I am or try to make you see my value. Anybody. I don't need to prove myself to anybody. I know who I am. I know my worth. My peace comes from solitude and literally being alone. Like, I love being alone. If your energy isn't better than me being alone, law of reciprocity. You get what you give. You feel me? You get what you give. So if you're giving and draining yourself, it's not like you're gonna get, because you just drained yourself. So it's like an energy thing, guys. So basically, you have to give and then get. Give, then get. You can't give. And it's just not gonna come back. You're just gonna be super tired and depleted. I used to talk to a guy that like would just like actually drain himself in all aspects, relationship, work, everything. And he when we ended, he ended up going to rehab. We only talked for like a month, and because he was hiding a lot, and people hide a lot, and then you start to slowly see who they actually are, and then you're like, whoa, that's pretty fucking scary. I hope he's okay. He's blocked, bro, so fuck that. My block list is so long. Literally, you pissed me off once, blocked. Because my patience is thin. I used to give so much. I wanted to talk about this. I told you guys, like, I've only been in love once. I want to retract that statement. I've been in love multiple times with many different people in many different ways. Like, love, I think, is a beautiful, fluid thing. And I love love. Like, I will, like, fall hard in love because I think it's beautiful. Even the bad parts of it, like even when I'm sad or heartbroken or whatever, like that's when I'm almost passionate and driven to succeed. And like, I don't know, I just go into like escapism into like myself, and then I just like evolve. Like, I feel like love helps of evolution in so many different ways. But oh yeah, so that one person, I think why I associate it as like the greatest love, it's not, like literally it was not, but like I gave the most to that relationship, I think, and it just took, like it simply just took, like it was so draining, and it took me the longest to recoup after that relationship, because also it was like kind of my first heartbreak, my first experience in love, like truly in love, and that first time feeling that feeling, so then the first time like dealing with the aftermath of it, I guess, and it just gets easier after the first time. I think you just learn how to deal with it, and then also just not, you learn your lesson of, okay, I cannot give so much of myself to someone who just doesn't see my value. It's not worth proving myself to someone who doesn't see it, because everybody's on their own wave, and sometimes people are in like state where they just like, it's not you, you know what I mean? It's simply just them. Like any way someone acts towards you, whatever, it's all a projection of them. It all is a projection of them. So let people prove who they are to you, and just let it be. That guy who went to rehab, like, honestly said some pretty fucking disrespectful shit to me. He texted me at like, or he called me like 4 times at 4 in the morning. I was dead asleep. I'm not picking up your call. Also, we're not associated anymore. Like, the text that I woke up to was like, "You stupid piece of shit." Like, we knew each other for a month. What are you talking about? Calling me a stupid piece of shit. And he was he was like, "I just got beaten with a bat and you weren't there." Why would I be there? If I was there, you probably wouldn't have gotten beat with a fucking bat, you moron. Sent me a photo of his arm, like quadruple the size. Guys, that was my lesson. Let go, let God. Like, he said some fucked up shit to me. I didn't say shit. Like, I just, like, I didn't, like, I don't give them the fuel to the fire to make them villainize me. I let them just, like, kind of sit with their thoughts. Oh, that's what you think? Okay. Okay. And then let go, let God, bro. He got beaten with a bat. I'm protected. I don't know what it is. My angels really love me. Like, I should have died multiple times, but I didn't, and I'm here, and I'm here talking to you guys. Look at me. I'm living life, bro. The biggest love, the one that I gave the most to, I felt like I felt the most because I gave the most, essentially. And also, I liked the story. I kind of fell for the story of it. I was like, oh my god, it was perfect. It was a line. It also is my biggest takeaway thus far. I feel like it taught me how to love myself. It really did. I think I saw that person as my Jesus, like like my saving grace. He can fix me. He can save me. No, bitch. No, no. You are the only one that can do that. And yeah, it taught me how to love myself because motherfucker just like didn't. I love myself though. That taught me self love, and I didn't love myself at the time. So honestly, like I get it. Like I get it. Like bitch had issues. Her hair was green. Like when I started loving myself, I just immediately started losing weight. Like my acne started clearing up. Like things are just easier. Like when you let it be easy, it just becomes easy. I feel bad that I was so stressed this week. I feel bad for myself, and I feel like I just get sad for myself when I'm stressed. Like, I'm just like, no. But that happens sometimes, especially when you're evolving and you're learning. You get overwhelmed with the information. You're like, whoa, this is how the life works. This is really how it is. Like, I truly create this, and like, I am responsible for all of this. You just kind of gotta rest. You gotta let yourself take the time to catch up. You know what I mean? If you just keep going, you're just gonna be drained. You're just gonna be tired. But I do feel a little stagnant where I am. I want to be thankful for where I am, but I also just want to be in Hawaii so bad. And then it's like, oh, like is it even worth having crushes on boys? Is it even worth like I don't know, getting like trying to make friends and things like this because it's all so fleeting and like people come, they go, and that's kind of life. I guess it is okay. Because back to my other point that I made earlier in the episode is like the good and bad parts of love are both beautiful and they both like kind of enact like a push forward, you know? I feel like when you're falling in love, you're kind of falling into like a relaxed state, and then when if you ever fall out of love, like it's kind of like a okay, let's get my fucking shit together. Which also in love, like I feel like the perfect love would be like okay, let's fall into like a relaxed easy state together, but also push each other to be better. Lessons have been learned, and what I learned is expect little from others and expect a lot from yourself. But that doesn't mean be hard on yourself. Love yourself. Anytime I have those bad days, it's because, again, back to the beginning of the episode, self deprecating thoughts. Yeah, if you're just speaking self love, and it's can be easier said than done, especially since it's like a habit that you have to get into. But when you do get into that habit, like the goodness comes like a lot longer, and then like the badness is like a lot shorter, and it's also like a lot more clarity in the badness. It's like, oh, this happened because of this, and like I can deal with that and whatever else. And keep your standards and your bar high. Like, have like a high worth. Like, but yeah, now I'm at a point where I've just been celibate for so long. I'm so horny. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You just honestly have to beat my peace. You have to be able to beat my peace to get my energy at this point. Keep your standards, your bar high, keep your worth and your value high, and make people prove who they are to you. Don't push it. You don't need to. Just don't like hyperfixate on like the two good things that they show you. Like, see the broader, bigger image, and if they're a good person, like, then you can always be friends with that person, but you don't need to, like, I don't know, just no expectations towards anyone or anything. And there's like the divine feminine, divine masculine aspect of things. Like, the divine feminine, like, should be protected and like almost held, I guess, like in like a protective thing. I saw one spiritual girly on Instagram kind of give this example. She was like in a pool, like dripping water on herself. She's so hot. And she was like, the divine feminine is the water and the masculine's the pool that holds the water and protects the water. And yeah, basically, like, I need a protector. I need a provider. I can provide for myself, but also, like, what can you give me? Like, honestly, I love a man that like wants to experience things with me and like goes out of their way to like make experiences with me and like plan fun stuff and just like make me feel special and do those things. Like, and there's people that will, like, dude, like that one guy who went to rehab, although he was like obviously had flaws, he would see that I had something missing in my life and the next day show up with it. Like, he just wanted to provide. He wanted to give everything that he could. And then my boyfriend that I had, probably like my most serious relationship, he was such a provider. Like, his like love language was gift giving, and kind of just like that's kind of how he showed his love and appreciation and things. And he just wanted me around, which was so sweet. Like, if he was going to something, like, he'd get me a ticket because he just like wanted me around. He wanted me to be there and experience it with him. And like, if he was super excited for something, he wanted me to be there and experience like something he was super excited about with. If you want to be in my life, or like any for you, like, I hope that you hold this standard, who is ever listening. If you want someone to be in your life, like, just, I feel like the bare minimum should be like, can they make you evolve? You know, like, are they able to like open you up to things that like teach you something new, evolve you, make you better in some type of way? Like, let's learn together. Let's be better. I want to be better. Also, too, I don't think it's great to pinpoint someone's flaws. Even, like, the things that I've been telling you guys about, like, I still see these people as such lights and beautiful, loving energies, because they're just people that got hurt. And I feel like I relate to them because I was, like, very, I don't know, my parents hurt me. I don't talk to my dad. My dad hurt me, and things, like, I don't know, things hurt me. And it caused a reaction, like a hard shell on the outside, and I had to learn how to like soften, like not become like, it's important not to become like the people that hurt you. Like, stay true to yourself no matter what, because someone will see your value and you should see your value, and it's just like, it's a better life. It's a more peaceful life. And it's what I did was, instead of pinpointing other people's flaws, or even if my brain starts to go that way, like, oh gosh, they're not healed or whatever, I just try to step back and be like, okay, what is this trying to teach me? Like, have the balls to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, like, what are my flaws? What can I fix? What can I work on? Because you can't fix them. They're not your fucking problem. You're your fucking problem. This is my fucking problem. I had to deal with this fucking issue. You know what I mean? like my gets tattoos every time she's sad type of shit. Like, but I don't know. That's also me thinking that like this lifetime is just so short, and this is like my least temporary thing is my body, and I'm not really attached to it at all. And I kind of like the tattoos. I think it's a satisfying pain. I told my tattoo artist that. He literally was like an ex-convict, like got out of prison, and like hard man, like, and he was like, I forget what he called me. It was like something where I like pain. I do. I don't know why. I'm into pain. And I need to end this episode. On that note, goodbye. I love you all. Thank you so much for listening to whatever the fuck this was. I love you to death. You truly
are so amazing and cool and special to me, and yeah. I'll see you next week for another episode of Snow White and the Seven Deaths.